everyone, welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons series, part 14. Today we have a very small episode since I don't really have too much time to record. But I am pretty excited to get a new villager. Hopefully the game hasn't really assigned any new villager to the housing plot. If it has, then I'm fine with it. But if it hasn't, we can definitely go on a villager hunt. Let's see whom we'll actually get and who we can actually invite to our island. I think the villager that we are going to be finding today is going to be the 8th villager. The 7th one being Elvis, whom I think will be arriving to our island today. Yep, he is here. Elvis has an amazing house and I'm definitely excited to see it. I don't think he will be ready quite yet. He still has to unpack, so probably we do have to wait for another day to kind of get him in. But for now, let me quickly check out my mailbox and move on. I also do have to check out the shop and complete my daily task. But I think this will be pretty fun. As usual, we do have a mail on getting some Nook miles on inviting a new villager to our island. This is only available for the first 4 villagers that we do get to kind of invite, which I think is pretty nice. Here we are in the shop, and as usual we have 4 more new items. Not really the ones that I would be excited to buy, but I think I'll buy them at some point. I've also gone ahead and earned some more bells. The first thing I really do is sell off all the fossils that I couldn't really donate. And if that isn't enough, I'll go ahead and sometimes dive to get the creatures to sell them off. I think that's an easier way to get more bells immediately. You know what, since I don't really like these furnitures that much, I might actually skip out on them. I'm thinking of coming back offline once I have enough bells and buying them. For now, I'll keep these bells. Maybe I do need them either for the newer housing plot or for the house loan. Which means I do have to make my way to the resident services building. Alright, here we are. And if you did see my flag, I actually don't have a customized flag yet. If you already have a flag design that you would love to see, go ahead and send it out. I would love to actually have one of the customized flags. I have been searching for some flags in the online custom design as well. And if I do find a pretty one, I'll go ahead and change it up. But for now, it will be the default custom design that you'll be able to find in the game. Checking out Nook's Stop right here, we don't seem to have anything new. I'm hoping in the future I have more seasonal items that I can actually buy. I'm also looking out for some of those special items that you can actually find in Nook's Stop, which does cost a bit more, such as the luxury car. I think there are a couple of trees that you can only find here, as well as the castle. Maybe I'll be able to find them at some point and buy them as well. The next thing I want to do is check out if Able Sisters is open and if the new housing kit has already been occupied. Let's make our way to the Able Sisters first. I'm actually excited to buy some new clothes in this game and I think it will be pretty cool. As usual, I did decide to use my pipe, which will of course come right next to my campsite. Alright, seems like we don't really have Able Sisters yet. Maybe I do have to wait until tomorrow to kind of check it out. Alright, now we have that. Let me make my way to the housing kit and see if it has been assigned to a villager. Here we are, and it has not been assigned yet. I'm not sure if the game will actually auto-assign at this point. I have let it auto-assign all of my other villagers, and I'm not really sure if the void is actually empty in the game. But we do have a chance, so let me quickly go ahead and get my Nook Miles ticket. I'll actually go ahead and check out if I can find a villager I like in the deserted island. If we don't, I think I'll just wait for the game to kind of spawn a villager for me. If it doesn't, we can try once again in the next episode. But of course, right here, I just checked out Elvis' house and as you might have seen, that house looks amazing. I'm just waiting for him to go ahead and place his furnitures before I can show you guys. His furniture is just on point, and it's one of those furnitures that I really like. Hopefully in the future I do get some recipes from him to kind of craft those furnitures. This actually reminds me, I had to check out Ken's house, and he's actually busy with a recipe right today. But his house looks pretty cool, and I think it's one of those unique designs for which, even if he does kind of give me an option to sell one of the furniture, I wouldn't buy any of his furnitures just to make sure that his house looks the same. The aesthetic is just super cool. Anyway, since we have seen his house now, I think the only thing left for me to do is find a new villager. Also, if you are wondering about the decayed tree DIY, I think it's one of those pretty things that is quite rare. Definitely this DIY recipe will help me. All I have to do is have 10 hardwood, which I can actually easily find around the island. After finishing up my daily task, I did decide to come back here and try to use my Nook Miles ticket. Let me quickly talk to Orwell right here and see which island that we might actually get. To be honest, I'm actually trying to find the rare fruit island, that is the sister fruit island. I haven't really gotten any fruits. The only one that I have is orange as well as peach. Peach was actually given to me as a gift from my mom, so that's the reason I have it. I also have coconut, but we still have 3 more fruits that we have to find. One of them being cherry, I think we have pear as well as apple. Hopefully I'll be able to get these fruits pretty soon. And it seems like we are here in the island. Alright. This one seems like the items island. The one where you have 5 rocks and probably the villager will be at the top. Before I make my way up, I do want to shake all of these trees to get my item, which I did right here. Sewing machine is not bad. This is one of those few things that I do in every island I visit. Making my way up to the final platform, we have Ace. I think Ace is a cool villager. I really like his house as well. You know what? Since we do have him here, I'll go ahead and invite him to my island. He's pretty cool, and it's very rare for me to have bird villages, so I think he is pretty good. Go ahead and invite him. There we go. There are still 2 more housing kits left, so I do have 2 more chances to find other villagers. But for now, the 8th villager is going to be Ace. Usually when I come to a deserted island, the main list of things I have is to find the free furniture. Try to find if there are any DIY recipes around the island. And if I do have my pocket free and have some time to check out the island, I also try to make sure that I get the coconuts and some of the fishes that are pretty rare to find in my island. In this case, I'll go ahead and hit all of these 5 rocks to get all of the items. Just because of the fact that we are going to be, crafting and creating a lot of items in the future, and this might help me at that point. Let me know in the comment section if you guys do the same, or what is your routine when you go ahead and visit a deserted island. Unfortunately, I'm not able to get all 9 items, and the main reason for that would probably be me not clicking the A button fast enough. I'll give it a try. Hopefully I'll get at least one of the stones to actually give me 9 items. Let's try this one once again. This is the 3rd one. And never mind. I used to do this a lot before, but I guess I lost a bit of practice, and now for some reason I'm unable to hit all of these rocks for 5 times. Alright, we have one more try. Let me try it for this 5th one. I'm pretty happy with this island, by the way. I definitely needed these items, and definitely this is gonna help me. And there we go. I was able to get all the 9 items. I think you also have a Nook Miles achievement for hitting the rocks 9 times. I have done this one offline once, so that's the reason why I'm not getting it again. But I think it's pretty cool. Alright, let me quickly check out if there are any DIY recipes available in this island. If not, I think we are ready to go back. I also have to go ahead and buy another housing kit from Tom Nook, which I think I'll do before I end out this episode. Now, unfortunately, there was no DIY recipes in this island, but that's okay. We are gonna go ahead and head back to our island. It is evening time, so I wonder how my island would look at this point. Now that I'm back, I'll quickly go ahead and I guess clean up my storage a bit and go to resident services building. Since we are getting a new housing kit, I have been thinking about the place for, keeping the house. I'm not really sure where I want this 9th house to be in. We do have quite a huge area in my island where I could actually place the house, but let's see how that goes. Right here, I just want to check out how the island evals are with Isabel. As this is the first time I'm talking to her, she's just going to explain about the 5-star system that she has and the rating that will get based on the items we have on our island. Let's check out what we have. So we do have a 2-star island. Not bad. The reason for this is because I don't have 10 villages in my island. We can also get different reports back from her, and she does read out some messages from different people. But in this case, she also advises us to have more people come around to our island. There we have it. Now, in case if you don't have enough flowers or enough items on the island, she's gonna mention that over here as well. But in my case, since I do have all of those completed, that is, I have enough flowers, there is no weed on my island, and since I do have some outdoor items, I don't really have to worry about them. In this case, let me talk to Tom Nook and buy another housing kit. As usual, we have to pay 10,000 bells once again, but we will get 1,000 Nook Miles, which if you ask me is not enough. I mean, it's just 1,000 Nook Miles. I was at least expecting around 5,000 Nook Miles for the 10,000 bells I give. But since we do get it, I guess that is good enough for now. There we go. Now that we have the housing kit, let me quickly go ahead and place it on my island. Now here I am. I think this is a really good place for me to place the last house. This is definitely the left corner of the island, and I really don't have any house here. It's pretty far from the others, but pretty easily accessible. So I think this one's a good spot. And there we have it. The 9th housing kit has been placed. I'm also excited to go ahead and check out which villager will come to this island. I will give the game another chance. By tomorrow, if a new person is not assigned to this house, I'll go ahead and do what we did today. We'll try to find a villager from the deserted islands and invite them to our island. But for now, here are all of my residents. All of the houses are pretty far other than the one with Mac and Midge. Those two are the only ones that are pretty close. But I think that's alright since we are gonna be moving them for the final island. Alright, there we have it. That is all I had for today. Hope you guys enjoyed this very short video. If you did, please like and subscribe to my channel. If you'd like to support me more in a personal way through Patreon, check out the links in my description. And I'll see you guys in the next one.